Time travel, the ultimate dream, and the ultimate dilemma. From Hollywood blockbusters to mind-bending thought experiments, the idea of stepping into a time machine and visiting the past or future has fascinated us for generations. But what if I told you that time travel might not just be difficult, it might be impossible, not because of technology, but because of nature itself? The grandfather paradox. Let's start with the most famous time travel paradox of all, the grandfather paradox. Suppose you go back in time and prevent your grandfather from ever meeting your grandmother. That means your parent was never born, and neither were you. But then, who went back to interfere in the first place? This creates a logical contradiction, a loop where you both exist and don't exist. Time folds in on itself, and causality breaks down. The bootstrap paradox. Now imagine a different kind of paradox, one where cause and effect blur into nothingness. The bootstrap paradox. You find a book today, go back in time, and give it to your younger self. That version of you grows up and repeats the cycle. But wait, who actually wrote the book? Where did it originate? It exists, because it exists. A loop with no beginning, no creation, just information, or an object, emerging from nowhere. The predestination paradox. What if your attempt to change the past ends up causing the very event you tried to stop? The predestination paradox. You go back to stop a robbery, only to become the robber yourself. You thought you were rewriting history, but you were always part of it. This paradox doesn't create contradiction, but it removes free will. Every action is predestined. You're not rewriting history, you're fulfilling it. The Polchinski paradox. Here's one from the realm of physics. The Polchinski paradox. A billiard ball enters a wormhole, travels back in time, and hits its earlier self, knocking it off its course. But if the ball never enters the wormhole, how did it emerge from the other end? Even inanimate objects can create paradoxes if time travel isn't carefully restricted. The Hitler paradox. Now let's take a moral twist. The Hitler paradox. You go back in time to stop Hitler and succeed. No World War II, no Holocaust, but in this new world, you have no reason to invent time travel. Just like the grandfather paradox, your actions cancel your own existence. A success so perfect, it destroys its cause. The Novikov self-consistency principle. So, how do we escape these impossible loops? Some physicists suggest that nature itself has a built-in defense. The Novikov self-consistency principle. According to this principle, if time travel is possible, then any action you take in the past is already part of history. You can't change the timeline, you can only fulfill it. In this view, time isn't a sandbox. It's a locked system. Every thread in the timeline is tightly woven, no contradictions allowed. Time travel isn't just a technical challenge, it's a cosmic contradiction waiting to happen. From the grandfather paradox to the bootstrap, from predestination to Polchinski, each paradox forces us to confront the terrifying possibility that the past is unchangeable. If time travel ever becomes real, maybe the universe will protect itself, not by stopping us from traveling, but by making sure we can't break what has already happened. If you enjoyed this dive into time travel paradoxes, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Would you travel back in time if you could? Or is the past better left untouched?